Well, good afternoon and welcome to Spotland. Well, Leeds are today's visitors for the first time in their illustrious history. Of course, previous games between the two sides have taken place at the athletic ground. And Leeds today, hollowed out by their mascot Craig Heald. And he's 7 and his favourite player is Gary Schofield, and you can see him just going up there with David Hurren to the kick-off. I'll give you the teams. For Rochdale, Colin Whitfield is at full-back, Adrian Bell, Darren Abraham, Mark Nixon, John Higgins are the three-quarters, Neil Holding, Steve Gartland, the half-backs, Tony Humphries, Ike Hall, Mike O'Neill, the front row, Carl Marriott, Robert Hall, Turner, that make up the pack, Kay and Cheval are the substitutes. And for Leeds, Phil Ford continues at full-back as John Gallagher is not fit. John Bentley, Carl Gibson, Mike Coeedy and Eddie Rombo continuing three-quarters. David Hurren comes in for Gary Schofield, who was unwell. Paul Harkins at scrum half. Steve Malloy, Colin Maskill, Sean Wayne the front row. Paul Dixon returns after suspension and injury. Cavalier and Gary Devori make up the pack. Francis Maloney is at substitute with Gary Lord. And the referee is Mr David Carter, a witness. So an important game for Leeds this week. They come back to winning ways after two disastrous defeats. And last week defeated OKR in a game that Leeds should never have let get as close as the scoreline suggested. So it's Rochdale kicking off. And Cavalier powering his way up to the 25. And Rochdale, of course, have caused some consternation in the Leeds camp this afternoon by narrowing the field by 3 yards on each side. And I can assure you that the Leeds club are absolutely furious about this and are going to instigate that the Rugby League take action about it. Steve Malloy, a lad who hasn't have to travel very far today. His home is in Oldham. He's on the 25 and it's a good tackle by Hall. And it's back for Ford on the substitute full-back. Kicks. And it's fairly by Higgins. And Higgins is met by Sean Wayne and Colin Maskill and wrapping him up round the legs. As I say, Leeds very annoyed over the pitch being narrowed this afternoon. And Alf Davis already had a word to say about it on British airspace. I can assure you that the Leeds club will be right into the Rugby League. Gartland, scrum half there, moving in. Colin Whitfield, that's a good ball. A good ball to Hall, Robert Hall. Brought down, play just inside, or just outside the Leeds 25. Marriott, 6 tackle coming up. And Spotland, first time Leeds have played here, that's a lovely chip over there. And Rochdale and have kicked again, and that's good play, and there could be something here. And Leeds not that ball dead, so I think it's going to be a drop out from under the post. So Rochdale starting off with good football. And I have on good authority from a well-known Castleford supporter that when Castleford were 20 points to 0 up the other week, Rochdale had played all the football in the first 20 minutes and had looked much the better side. And that's the way it goes for you when you're down and out. And that's a good drop out there from the Welshman Ford. Mike O'Neill has played against Leeds many times in his days at Widnes. Drives the ball in. St Spotland, first time Leeds have visited here. Tidy little ground, much better of course for Rochdale than the athletics ground, and they formed a company with the football ground and now own a percentage of the ground. It looks like benefiting both parties. Rochdale had a bit of money. That's good playing, that's Gartland, that's good playing. Making a good tackle by Carl Gibson there. Bring him down. Rochdale press early in these stages. Hall. O'Neill switching the ball. It's Tony Humphries, in fact, not Mike O'Neill. Tony Humphries is both playing in scrum caps this afternoon. And a good tackle there by Gary Devori, wrapping him up well there and bringing him down. Robert Hall. So Holding, clever chip over again. And Eddie Rombo's taking that ball. And well taken there by Eddie Rombo. Wayne, it's good tackling from the Hornets back there, driving Sean Wayne back. Steve Malloy breaks the first line, still on his feet and bringing him down. The props there, Humphries and O'Neill. Larkin running with the ball, always more dangerous when he runs with the ball. Dixon, that's a lovely ball, and Coedy's put it down. And Devori cleans up for Leeds, but it'll be a scrum and that will be head and ball to the Hornets. Mike Coeedy just couldn't hold the pass there. The penalty. And somebody must have spoken out of turn, so that's the first penalty of the game to Rochdale. And I think Steve Turner, loose forward, is going to have a kick at goal. And 2 points. So Turner just 10 yards outside the 25, and just to the left-hand side of the post. It's high, and it's there. You know the cheers of the crowd around me. I'm playing some 3 minutes. So Rochdale take the lead. So Leeds now will kick off, and that's a short one, and that's well taken there, superbly taken there by the Rochdale Hornets. There's Neil Holding, of course, who else? And a great player he's been throughout a distinguished career with St Helens. And assume the coaching role there, and I've also seen here today another ex-Saints favourite, Graham Liptrot, renewing acquaintances with David Ward. Carter there has spotted something going wrong. Scrum there, and it's going to be head and ball of Leeds, a knock on. His first chance of Leeds. Scrum, Graham Liptrot. St Helens hooker now on the coaching staff here with his old mate Neil Holding, just renewed acquaintances with David Ward. Of course, featured at Wembley in the 1978 final. That's out to Leeds, Paul Harkin. Adam brings Eddie Rombo inside. And apart from the obvious talent of Eddie Rombo, his outstanding pace, he's a very strong man in the tackle and very difficult to bring down. Devotti splits the ball. Maskill, that's going to be a try to Leeds. That's the first try to Leeds. Colin Maskill. Maskill backing up superbly Devotti's break. And that's sufficiently near the post to make, I would think, the goal kicker formality. It's Colin Maskill who's going to kick. It's a long time since Colin Maskill kicked for Leeds. Just taking that ball back to the 10-yard line, in fact to the edge of the penalty area, as it's also for football. So Leeds taking the lead then, the first try of the afternoon, 4 points to 2. We're playing 4 to 5 minutes. So Maskill sizing the ball up. He's missed that. Well, as I say, it's a long time since Colin Maskill kicked. And already beginning to show, so Leeds look like they're going to have to run the points in this afternoon, as opposed to kicking him.
Try scorer for Leeds, number 9, Colin Maskill.
So Maskill unable to convert his try. Gibson's ball was well taken there by Dixon, not a good pass from the centre. John Bentley looking for work, coming inside. And solidly met by the pack. Rochdale, no progress at all there. Follow Leeds winger. Cavalier. Gary Devotti taking a more ball handling role this afternoon than I've seen him do for some time. Sean Wayne beats him in, and that's good running, and Maskill's here again now. It could be a second try for Maskill. I think he hasn't got the legs. It's Neil Holding that comes back and takes him. But that's a good play again there from Sean Wayne. Leeds moving this ball about now. Harkin running with the ball. Back inside, Gibson. They're going out of tackles out of the centre. Very disappointed, Carl Gibson, to be dropped from Malcolm Reilly's squad. And Reilly's attitude, if we know what Gibson can do, certainly a mystery to the Leeds fans. He also knows what most of the other Great Britain players can do. A good tackle there on Paul Harkin, on the 6th tackle, Harkin running with the ball. That's good to see. Harkin Just stand on patrol as Hornets play the ball. Marriott. Humphreys. And that's good tackling from the line. He's keeping Rochdale penned. That's a superb kick there, and that's gone in the touch. 10 yards outside the Leeds 25, and superb play there. Superb kick. All the way along the ground. Eddie Rumbo, no chance whatsoever of cleaning up that ball. So the scrum will form, and it's heading border Leeds, and it's out to Arkin. And Rumbo comes inside again. Arkin again. Gibson. Nixon bringing him down. And Nixon, of course, sent off when the two sides met at Headingley. In an incident which I certainly missed. The time as Leeds running quite a lot of points, and the try was disallowed, a penalty given to Leeds, and by the time we'd realised what had happened, Nixon was already in the dressing room. Cavalier, good ball there from Arkin. No reception there, that's good play. Oh, Abraham there, another good pass on the winger. Couldn't take Adrian Bell. It's gone behind him, and Hornets in possession. Tony Humphreys, ex-Warrington player, he's done a sterling work this season in great adversity for Rochdale. Cartland. Rochdale have released this week Stuart Galbraith a month early to go back to New Zealand. Former Trafford Borough player, good scrum half. Linked with Leeds early last season, Colin Whitfield. And an old campaigner like David Hudden there, not falling for the Whitfield dummy. Marriott, good tackling from Wayne, 6 tackle coming up, and Arkin, he'll put the kick in, and it's a high one, it's for John Bentley and Phil Ford, and Ford wisely shouts. And manages to stay inside his own line, despite the attention, late tackling there of some of the Hornets pack, or one member in particular, which is Robert Hall, and Ford's injured. So, some attention there to Phil Ford from Stuart Walker. And looks like Gary Lord could be coming on. And Ford, I think, will be fit enough to continue. Ball's played by Maskill while Ford receives some extra attention. Steve Malloy, big game expected with Steve Malloy. Always likes to do well against hometown club, and this is not too far away from Oldham. Cavalier. I mean, it seemed like I was despairing the tackle there. No Rochdale player coming to knock him down. And Ford's fit again, and Gary Lord. Coiti gives the ball to Rumbo. Probably too early, Rumbo, too much to do, but at it. Says that's a forward pass, and so scrum will form. And this should be the first attempt that Hornets have had to feed a scrum this afternoon. And Neil Holding waits to, in fact, Tony Gartland. Steve Gartland waits to put the ball in. That's out to Hornets. Holding now, run around there, and Whitfield linking up. Ford up quickly, bringing him down. Gibson's pinched the ball. Mike O'Neill, alert, Mike O'Neill quick to that. Wayne, he's had a good game so far this afternoon, Sean Wayne. Big, strong. It's a good signing for Leeds. David Hudden, chinking. And again, good tackling from Rochdale. His half breaks could be so costly if Rochdale start to miss the tackles. Rivorti. Harkin, what's the kick in? Bends down, it's kicked well deep, and that's knocked back by a Rochdale player, but he's managed to pick it up. It's Adrian Bell, he steps in the middle of the field. And Eddie Rombo coming across and wraps him up. Cavalier just making sure. Whitfield tries to go for the acting half back just to give his forwards a chance to get back from the kick. Mike O'Neill. Hudden, don't play right on the 25. David Hudden affecting the tackle. Marriott. And Gibson. Superb tackler, Carl Gibson. Certainly wrapped Man Meninga up in the recent Test series. And the ball back there. Martin Hall, the hooker. And Marriott not happy about that. So he seemed to think that the ball bounced in play, and to be fair, so did I. The touch judge, I would like to say, was nearer than me, but he probably wasn't. But anyway, it's going to be a scrum inside the Hornets half, and it's going to be Paul Harkin to feed. That's one against the head there. Penalty awarded against Harkin. Harkin kicking at the loose ball. And Leeds there, that was scrum pushed off against the head. Turner kicks and finds touch. 10 yards inside the Rochdale half. Quick play the ball. Gartland. Humphreys. Tackle. The touch should just come on for absolutely nothing there. Whitfield, he's going to get a penalty there, and there was certainly nothing in that tackle at all. Whitfield ducked straight down into the knees of the Leeds players. Slipped, I think. You can see the mark on the terrace, on the field, where he slipped, and it looked like a high tackle, but it certainly was no intent on a high tackle, and Phil Ford's just pointing to the spot now. But of course, what can David Carter do is to give the penalty, as Phil Ford used the elbow. So Turner again. He's taking play to just the 25. So Steve Turner doing step up there, and that's the 2 points. That brings the scores level again. We've been playing sort of some 12 minutes. 4 points to 4, 2 goals to Rochdale, 1 try to Leeds. So Harkin will kick off again now. Adrian Bell, not the most effective way of catching a ball, but it certainly worked all right for Adrian Bell. Roll right up his toes and right up onto his chest. Holding, what a clever player, still Neil Holding. Perhaps a small amount of that pace has gone, but he's still slick enough to open the Leeds defence. Marriott. Holding. Humphreys and juggled with the ball, and that lost him his ground. The kick comes in from Turner. Maybe Rombo picks it up, steps his way through, and if that was a high tackle, well, I've never seen one as high as that. without it going over the top of somebody's head. Stuck his arm out and then wrapped up there. Great tackling from Hornets in the middle of the field. Malloy. Sean Wayne, lovely ball there to Bentley. Bentley's taking him on the outside, and that's good player, John Bentley there. Never afraid to take men on the outside. And really, that's disgraceful. The Rochdale players interfering with Leeds there, and the referee just ignores it totally. Good break there from Bentley. Body tries a drop goal. It goes underneath. Just having a word with him. I don't think he's very happy about that early in the tackle count. And it shows you just some of the indecision that's crept into the Leeds play there. Leeds should have really run that ball there early in the tackle count and shouldn't be worried about drop goals against Rochdale Hornets. A little bit of worry creeping into the Leeds play in the last few weeks. And good tackling again, Dixon back in his side. The referee says that ball was taken out of the hands of the Rochdale player. And the ball has been given to Leeds. It's out to Arkin, and Arkin slipped there. From Bentley. On the outside, goes back in wisely. Malloy. Steve Malloy certainly powers his way down the middle of the field. Arkin misses out and Coiti. Arkin again, lovely ball there to Paul Dixon. Superb play from Paul Arkin, superb play there, superb pass, showing the ball, running across the field with the ball. The ball is out to Cavalier, Coiti. Oh, and that was superb tackle there from Darren Abraham. 6 tackle. Coiti never touched him there, and naturally Abraham kicked out at Coiti. And we'll see that one on the video, that Abraham actually kicked by Coiti, and the headbutt, or so-called headbutt, was certainly not a headbutt at all. A bit of acting there, he got an Oscar for that, and Coiti had been sent off to the sin bin. And that's a bad decision, but the touch judge, to be fair on that side, did make that decision, but did absolutely nothing about the kick on Coiti from Abraham. So penalty there to Rochdale, their 3rd of the afternoon. O'Neill. Rochdale with the tails up now. They think they've got the beating of a Leeds side that's struggled in recent weeks. Whitfield. Oh, bad miss there from David Eden. Good tackling from Ford and Rombo there, saving the day for Leeds. Good running from Abraham and Bell. Holding. And that's going to be a try, yes, superb play there from Scotland. The try there to Rochdale, still taking the lead. Well, as I said earlier on in the commentary against Castleford, my spies tell me that Rochdale were the better side in the first half hour. And Castleford had capitalised on the mistakes of Hornets. So Turner with the kick. It's it over. 10 points to 4 in the lead, Hornets. 3 goals from Turner, tried at Gatland. The Leeds found themselves surprisingly behind. Bell picks the ball up. Leeds immediately in possession, taking advantage out of a mistake by Hornets. Didn't quite see what happened there, play just behind the post. John Wayne drives back in. Darkin, look at the runners. Hans Malloy. Malloy's well policed there, that was spotted there, Darkin's runners. Rivolti. Hidden. Was himself. Half break from David Hidden, play just inside 10-yard area now, right in front of the post. Darkin again. Dixon. Bentley now, back in field. Forward. This is adventurous stuff from Leeds, certainly playing with the ball. Wombo, he'll go forward. Good tackling, 6 tackle coming up, Leeds losing ground there. They've already hoisted the bomb. And takes it himself. There should be a try here, should there, for Carl Gibson. His strongest Carl in the corner, cuts inside. Yes, that's a try there to Leeds. Good football from Leeds. Superb take of his own. Up kick there from Gary Rivolti, and Carl Gibson goes over in the corner. And really, if Leeds throw this ball about, they should murder the Rochdale defence. Maskell with a difficult kick. So Leeds 10 points to 8, trailing. Colin Maskell's kick could bring them level. Mr. Carter has a drink, courtesy of Stuart Walker. Maskell lines a kick up. And again, Leeds paying a penalty for not having a recognised goal kicker in the side. And pity Simon Irving couldn't have another run out with the A-team. So Leeds, despite scoring 2 tries to 1, find themselves 10 points to 8 behind. But Leeds show what they can do in the throw about, and that with a man short. Coiti still in the sin bin. And Bentley picks up, runs the ball out. Makes progress up to the 25, and Sarkin now having an influential part in all Leeds proceedings this afternoon. Rivolti. Penalty there for Leeds, their first of the afternoon. Kick, and Leeds playing the penalty, and that's a knock on. Oh, what an appalling decision from Carter there, appalling decision. Blatant knock on. God. Leeds paying the price, not having a recognised kicker forward. Not used to kicking. Maskell would have probably been better employed, but it's easy after the event. So here come on, it's again Abraham, well tackled there from David Hidden. Right over on the far side. Filled the gap, good play from Rochdale. And certainly Steve Gartland playing well at number 7, justifying the decision to release Stuart Galbraith, and here come on, it's again. Mike O'Neill there, trying to offload. Turner, hold him. Maskell takes that kick and also takes a crack from Neil Holding. It was accidental. Maskell's fit to continue. Cavalio's got the defence. And still Cavalio having acres of time again to stand in the tackle and offload the ball, and again interfered with there. This time Maskell will kick, I think, and he sends Ford away. Tony Humphries having to come off for Rochdale. That's a sad blow because he looked a good break that he made there, and looks a good player, Tony Humphries, and looks like a knee trouble. He's got a heavy strapping on that knee. So number 15, Robert Cheval, comes on. And Maskell's kick finds touch on the 25. Sean Wayne into the 25. Half break there from Wayne. That's good play. Malloy. Leeds making inroads now into Rochdale defence. Arkin now looking for his runners. Stops there and tackled. And ran out of space. Nobody coming for him. Givorti. Arkin again. Slido this time. Ball goes to ground. A knock on, says Mr. Carter. Sending ball to Leeds, and Paul Arkin just asking for the ball. And little pedantic display there. Oh, that's a bad pass from the base of the scrum. O'Leary back on. Hurling in the middle of the field. Cavalier bursting through tackles, Hurling goes, he scores a try himself under the post. Maskell with him all the way. So Leeds starting now to open play out. Leeds take the lead again. It's their third try of the afternoon. This time the goal kick should be more of a formality for Colin Maskell. First kick of the afternoon, successful. Colin Maskell.
Try score for Leeds, number 60, the Heron converted by number 9, Colin Maskell.
Leeds 14 points to 8. And points to 10, should I say. Rochdale kicking off. And lets that bounce and runs out, carrying the ball in one hand. Paul Dixon a hat-trick, of course, at Headingley in the previous meeting this season between the two sides. How about you? Steve Malloy. Rochdale player injured, but David Erdon carries on, and Dixon. Markin's superb kick. Fine touch, 5 or 6 yards from the 25. Rochdale plays back on his feet, runs off the knock. It looks like an ankle knock. And a scrum will form. Mr. Carter not happy with the ball in the scrum. And that ball came exactly the same route back out of the scrum as before. And Arkin tackling the scrum half in possession. Marriott. The familiar cry around rugby grounds, get him on side from the people sat alongside me. Good ball there. But really, with the pitch being so narrow, there was nowhere there for the player to go. It's a poor pass. And Steve Turner can only just fall on that ball before Mike Coedy's up. 6 tackle. Rochdale losing ground there. Kick there. A little bit of turnover. Holding's kick. Straight into touch. Mike Coedy will play the ball. Steve Malloy. Good tackle from Turner. Dixon. Arkin goes himself. Good play there from Arkin. And Paul Arkin so much more dangerous when he runs with the ball. Devotee. Short ball there for Dixon. Play 10 yards from the Hornets line. Leeds winning by 14 points to 10. Oh, Bentley puts the ball down. So Widnes in possession. Sorry, Widnes, that's the referee I'm thinking about. Rochdale in possession. Reaching Bentley, and Gibson's got the ball out the tackle there. So Carl Gibson makes a habit of stealing hungry balls from other people. Put him through, can't get the ball away. It's a good tackle coming in there. From I think Mike O'Neill, it's difficult to see for the pillars here at Rochdale. Baskill. Whitfield wraps him up. Throws that ball absolutely nowhere. Recovers well. Sean Wayne. Averill. Erdon picks up a loose ball. Still going. Devotee. The 5th tackle now on Leeds. Really could do with moving this ball, and Arkin, the man to do it, is in possession now. Gibson. Coety. He's going to force his way over Coety. Held on his back there, and that was a try. And the touch judge not giving the try there, much to the consternation of the Leeds players, and certainly Coety got that ball down. The touch judge not brave enough to challenge the referee's decision. So, 5-yard scrum is the order of the day. And these people who are shouting that it's a turnover obviously don't know the rules of the game. And if scrum not to Mr. Carter's liking. So we'll all have to try again. Play coming into the last 6 or 7 minutes of this first half. A long kick downfield, and Rochdale obviously want to play the game in the Leeds half of the field. Phil Ford picks that ball up. He's got Eddie Rombo with him. Still going forward, gets a good ball out to Rombo, and Rombo jinking his way along. Still going Rombo. Right up to halfway, good splendid run there from the Kenyan. Sean Wayne. He's never stopped running all afternoon, Wayne. Cavalier, Maskill splits the defence. That's out to Rombo. That should be a try to Eddie Rombo. It is indeed. There will be no more popular try among the Leeds contingent today, I'll tell you. And Eddie Rombo's. Good work there from Maskill. Leeds contingent, loving every minute of that there from Eddie Rombo. And become a cult figure among the Leeds supporters, even more of a cult figure than what I am. And that'll amuse the lads from the south stand. Norman Smith sprints off. I won't make no comment about Norman's sprinting ability this afternoon, except to say he's galloping along there like Lester Piggott sauce. Maskill. Maskill. Well wide, and Colin Maskill look at 200 goals for Leeds last season, only the second hooker to do so in the Rugby League. 18 points to 10 in the lead now for the Liners. Coming up towards half time. On his foot, and Johnny Bentley trying to run it out. And there goes a hooter for half-time. The Leeds leading by 10 points to 18. I'll just go through the scoring for you. Rochdale opened on 3 minutes with a penalty from Turner. It was 2-0, and then Maskill had a try. It was 4-2. He couldn't improve, and then Turner had a penalty, and it was 4-all. And then Rochdale took the lead with a try, a superb try to Gartland. Turner converted 10-4, a shock on the cards, but almost immediately Gibson had a try in 21 minutes. And then Hudden had a try which Maskill converted from under the front of the post. It was 14-10, and then Rombo had a try just took on 39 minutes. That's how it stands at half-time. Rochdale Hornets 10, Leeds 18. Still. John Higgins collects on the full. It's down over the 25, Leeds up quickly. Leeds no substitutes on. And that's still just the one, I think. Robert Cheval for Tony Humphries. O'Neill. Oh, showing a fine turn of speed there. And that's foot in touch there, and actually pushed in a touch, but he certainly got his foot in originally there. Carl Marriott. David, who's been a superb tackler throughout his career, got across well there. Larkin feeds the scrum, that's out to Leeds. Leeds taking the scrums 4-3, Eddie Rumbo in the middle of the field. And look, our penalties have gone 3-2 to Rochdale. Coiti runs from acting half, loses the handoff. Larkin, Hearn. Kings Cavalier on the burst. Good support there from Dixon and Ford, but Cavalier wrapped up, no chance of offloading that ball. Sean Wayne. And the Leeds props certainly running in fine form this afternoon. Devoti straightens up, goes himself. Hidden. Forward pass given there by Mr. Carter, and David, and absolutely astounded by that. He's a bit unlucky there with that decision, I think. It's out to Rochdale. Whitfield in the line just doesn't escape the attentions of Paul Dixon with a Leeds player down injured again. I think it's David Hearn, but O'Neill plays the ball on a halfway. Holding. Whitfield in the line, pushing off men or trying to push off men. Just carrying that ball in familiar Colin Whitfield style. He's played all of rugby league, Salford, Halifax, Wigan, and always carried that ball low down in one hand. And good kick there. And Ford is even going to chase that. And he needs heading ball. Just 10 yards outside. That ball, Eddie Rumbo, pumping men off. Coming back towards the touchline side, running into the pack there as it breaks up. And certainly brave and strong, Eddie Rumbo. Larkin just weighing up the options now. Missing Cavalier out. Wayne. Plays the ball himself. The ball in support, and good play from Wayne. Dixon sticks with the ball wisely. Ford. Cavalier, ball's out to Rumbo now. What will he go? He's put that ball down. Bad mistake there from the Kenyan. And disappointed Eddie Rumbo. Penalty given against Cullen Maskell for holding down Gartland. And that's Dale's fourth penalty in the game. Turner finds touch over the Leeds dugout. Cheval knocks on Cheval. And that's disappointing for Hornets and their supporters. Penalty against Leeds. Low Sam. Finds touch just again, the 25. O'Neill. Powder puff tackling there from the Leeds forwards. Colin Maskell did his culprit there. Powder puff stuff. And Hall. not to have scored a try there. And the dropout given, well, it's a strange decision, is that? From under the post. Whitfield here. So Leeds are led off there. All failing to ground that ball correctly. Leeds tackling paper thin over on that far side there. Mike O'Neill running through. Holding. Certainly working the oracle. It's up to O'Neill again. Turner. Good. Carl Gibson wraps him up there. That's good play from Gibson. John Bentley coming in from the wing. Good tackle from Gary DeVaulty. Matt Coeedy, of course, playing here at Rochdale Hornets, one of his former clubs. He played for Swinton and Rochdale. Chip over there. Hudden collects that ball and collects a tackle of Cheval. Markin goes himself. Dixon. Good ball there. Gibson. Bentley. And wrapped up John Bentley. Pathetic play from Leeds, pathetic play. And Sean Wayne annoyed with Leeds, and rightly so as well. Offloaded that ball. Coeedy again in bother here. I can't quite see what the problem is. Looks like Mike Coeedy, the referee's only aware with it. Actually, it's Paul Dixon. And Sean Wayne. Difficult to see here from where I'm sitting. Penalty given against Leeds, and Sean Wayne annoyed with Leeds there, and rightly so. Turned round, threw that ball, everybody stood still, nobody backing up. Familiar old Leeds story, nobody backing up in support. So Turner will try and put the first points on the board in this second half. It's 35 yards out, and from 10 yards in from touchline. Robert Cheval just coming off with a little bit of attention on the touchline side. So Turner then got a fair boot on him. Goes wide and dead. And playing 5 minutes of this second half. Forward. It's a long drop kick. It's a good drop kick as well. Whitfield. Maskell's up, slips Maskell. Dixon. Bell. Adrian Bell. Cheval. O'Neill, that's a good tackle from Steve Malloy. It's a good kick. Martin Hall kicks and finds touch on the 25. Gartland wanting the ball there. Did on ball. Bucks off Neil Holding, and he gets him at the second attempt with help from Abram. Malloy ducks under the swinging arm from Mike O'Neill. David Eden. Fair play from David Eden. Certainly not got the legs anymore, but still a clever football brain from David Hurren. Larkin. Long ball out to Coiti. Gibson. Bentley inside, coming inside. Bentley into the 25. Bad ball. Picked up Harkin. 6 tackle coming up. Harkin in position just outside the 25. Forward, splits the defence, goes himself, clever running. W puts the ball down. That'll be the 6 tackles, so that's the turnover. Leeds have got a substitute coming on, Gary Lord. Maskill tackles opposite number. Bell. So pointless second half so far. We've been playing 10 minutes of this second half. A good ball out of the tackle there from Cheval, and Harkin's got it for Leeds. And really that was a disgraceful tackle on Paul Harkin. And he's in the back when Harkin was already on the floor. The touch was just coming on. The referee taking exception to something David Hurren's done or said there. But Harkin definitely tackled before the man came in with his knees on the back. A superb break by Harkin. This looks like he's going to penalty to Leeds there. He hasn't assigned what this is penalties for. Gary Lord comes on and David Hurren comes off. In fact, Paul Dixon comes off. It's very difficult to see here what's going on with the posts, the number of posts around. Paul Dixon was out of my view there. So John Bentley is having a kick at goal this afternoon. This is a chance to put Leeds further ahead. Four o'clock and 10 minutes old this second half, still 10 points to 18. That's how it stood at half time. Rain coming down on sea with the 2 umbrellas. Bentley's put, it's the post. He comes back and Bentley wide enough away to take the catch the ball. W. So Leeds pressing now, could have 6 points instead of 2. Maskill, Harkin. Looking under tackles, Harkin. Sean Wayne struggling to get the ball out of the tackle. Leeds used up 4 tackles close to the line and get it out wide, shout the crowd. The ball is going now. Livorti, lovely ball, and Coiti collects the pass. And the try comes, an inevitable try, I think, there. So Leeds went for the 2 points with John Bentley, hit the post. Leeds struggling without a recognised kicker this afternoon. Gary Schofield not available. Simon Irving, of course, not considered to have enough 18 games under his belt to get back in the first team. He's been out for a while since the Castleford game. So Bentley again going to have a kick at goal. I've seen John Bentley kick many goals for Leeds in his first performance against Oldham one day when he first started the kicking. He kicked several, 7 or 8, and since then he's had not a reliable kicker and not regular at that. And I think to be a good goal kicker these days, you need to kick regular all the time. The exception, of course, to that is Gary Schofield, who seems to be able to do everything right. And no matter which position he plays or which job's given to him for Leeds. So 22 points to 10. Bentley just settling it down, left-footed kicker. Comes in, and that's missed, so 22 points again, and Leeds 5 tries now, 2-1.
Try score for Leeds, number 4, Mike Coetzee.
Number 13. Kicks off, Steve Turner, John Bentley picks it up, shows the ball, goes himself. And good tackling from Hornets, keeping Penn deep in his own 25. Gary Lord. Malloy. Sean Wayne. Spinning in the tackle, can't get the ball out. Almost losing the ball there. Harkins kicks downfield for the... It's picked up on his own line by John Higgins. And run out and showing the ball Higgins, and immediately leads up quickly and drag him towards the touchline side.
Get him on side, bro.
Mr. Carter watching Leeds now for offside. Oh, a long pass there. And Turner. Holding runs across, gets the kick in, superb kick there. Eddie Rumbo picks up. Down the touchline side, Rumbo. Good run there from Rumbo, cutting inside. Only a tackle there. Down the neck. From Marriott, save the day for Hornets. Good run there from Rumbo. Using his strength, knockman off on the touchline side, Arkin. W. Arkin again, good play from Leeds, forward in the line. Things a play back inside, switching play, going himself forward. Play up to within 5 or 6 yards of the Hornets line. Good fluent rugby now from Leeds, and that's a penalty. And Ford, the one who's pulled out for that. Again, that play just behind the post. I couldn't quite see what happened there. Ford held down in the tackle, and Hornets get a penalty they don't deserve. Kicking out in the tackle there, Phil Ford deemed to have done that. Mr. Carter, certainly the favourite of the Oldham crowd this afternoon. 7 penalties to 2 for Leeds. Higgins. Holding. Cheval brought down. Good ball there. Now Gibson just picks up the loose ball for Leeds, and Leeds back on the attack in the Hornets half of the field with Steve Malloy. Good running from Malloy to the 25. It's good running there from the big number 8. And around Arkin tackle after that ball, going in. Mike Coedee's in again, I think, for the try. Yes, Coedee in again. Inside of the post there, Mike Coetee. Colin Maskell are going to resume the goal-kicking duties. Arkin just tackle after it past there, just got a bit of a knock on his shoulder. It's interesting to note for Leeds supporters that the more this game goes on, the more certain people tire, and I'm thinking more about Norman Smith at the moment, trooping off there. Not as fast as the first half. So, Colin Maskell. Well, Leeds at last kick a goal, and you hear the ironic cheers. 28 points to 10. So 6 tries now, the Liners. And second goal. John Bentley. Certainly a great run there out of defence from John Bentley, and a player certainly capable of going the length of the field if he gets half a chance. Sean Wayne. Good tackle on Malloy. Malloy losing the ball. Malloy taking exception to the tackle there of Cheval. Fifth scrum there, though, Hornets to left. Devotee offside, and really Devotee not offside there. Steve Garland took that long to pick that ball up. The loose forward can come out of the scrum when the ball is deemed to be outside of the scrum, and Garland took that long to pick that ball up that holding Devotee had run round and wrapped him up. So anyway, here comes Hornets again now. Cheval. Holding. Whitfield in the line. 1-0. Devotee in possession for Leeds now, and it's Maskill moving the ball out with Ford. David Eden. Maskill puts the gap, goes to match in half, gets 10 yards of foot, is dragged down. Harkins' kick is a long one and deep for John Higgins. He's going to pick that up near his own line. Oh, and a great tackle from Gary Devotee there. Copybook tackle around the legs. And again, this time on Colin Whitfield. Malloy certainly looking for Cheval now at every opportunity. Let him know who's boss. It's all good-natured stuff. Good tackling here from David Eden. On Marriott. Rochdale certainly done themselves no favours bringing this pitch in this afternoon. Interception very much on there. 6 tackle coming up, and Rochdale driven back into the 25 with Gartland. And it's good football from Rochdale. Forward pass there, and it was right in front of us. And Rochdale throwing the ball about with gay abandon now. And only Abram slipping there. Good move, a forward pass, a mile forward, not spotted there by the referee. So Leeds take the ball on the 6 tackle, and Eddie Rombo just driving in. And Abraham taking like a man possessed at the moment. Sean Wayne. Gary Lord on the burst into the Hornets half of the field. 20 minutes gone in the second half. Leeds leading by 28 points to 10. Malloy. Larkin. Switching play with it, and Larkin again. Tackle by Abram. Ford sets play up with a good run there, Ford. Spinning round, he's got no support. playing a bit of football and not able to control it. Forward should have given it to him earlier. Leeds bringing a forward off. It's going to be Sean Wayne and bringing Francis Maloney on. So probably mean David Hurren going into the pack and Dixon moving up. Ball's out to Rochdale. Chasing him, John Bentley. Great break from Hornets there from Mark Nixon and Rombo and Bentley. The penalty given against Leeds for holding down. Whitfield goes from acting half. Tackling there from Leeds. Rochdale losing ground. Holding. Hawley, okay. Cheval, that's it out there to Higgins. Ball brought down there by Mike Coiti. Holding. Turner. That's Alfred. It's going to be a tiny bell. Good play there. Leeds always stretched. Marriott, lovely ball out from Marriott to the winger, drew the cover and then passed out the ball. And Bell, like all good wingers, took his man on the outside and beat him. It's worth looking at the possession in this game. The scrums have gone 6 apiece at the moment, with none against the head. And the penalty's a massive 8-3 count against Leeds. Well, Steve Turner from the touchline side. Just outside the 25, he's brought the ball back. That's a poor kick.
Try score for Hornets, number 2, Adrian Bell.
14 points to 28. Hornets second try of the afternoon. 2 tries, 3 goals. To lead 6 tries and 2 goals. Higgins, some spirited running from John Higgins. Higgins runs in a touch and that serves Hornets right for shortening the pitch. There'll be another 3 or 4 yards to running if... and it must be difficult for the Hornets players, having played on a pitch a certain width all season, to suddenly find that it's been narrowed at both sides. That's out to Leeds. Gibson goes himself. So Leeds squandered in possession there. The referee can't quite see what's happened, I think, but Leeds should be in possession. In fact, that's 6 more tackles and he's decided that Leeds are not in possession. O'Neill. He picks up and he's lost the ball now. Abram. 6 more tackles, says the referee, and it's a bit of a comedy with us at the moment. And the holding knocks on under no pressure whatsoever. Steve Malloy coming off. In fact, Paul Dixon coming back on. My surmising that Dixon would move up to prop, and the man was already off the field. My excuse is I didn't get home while 4:30 this morning. Rumbo, so I didn't arrive home while 4:30 this morning. Can't sort my Paul Dixon's out from my Cavaliers today, and that is definitely Paul Dixon in a clean pair of shorts. Penalty there, holding down in the tackle. Leeds running that penalty. Maloney there. Will not thank David Heron for that pass. The referee decides it's several passes later. That was a knock-on. He certainly took the issues of the crowd there. Gibson attempts to dive round at the play the ball. No effect. Cheval wrapped up in the middle of the field by Gary Lord. Holding. Turner, long ball, lovely ball from Turner. Marriott, good tackle from Maloney. The sixth tackle, Abraham runs the ball. And that's a dangerous place to die with the ball on the sixth tackle. Just inside your own half, just outside the 25. And Devoted trying to go from acting half-back and relay the chance of the Leeds crowd rubbish and shouting. Gary Lord. Harkin. Cavalier. That ball. So Leeds again making some unenforced errors which are costing them dearly in superb positions. The cover tackling from Gibson there. Cheval. The play rather scrappy at the moment, both sides dropping a lot of ball and unenforced. From forward, Alan Abraham looked a forward pass and Marriott knocks on. Good tackle there from Phil Ford. 28 points to 14, Leeds in the lead. 6 tries for the 2 from Rochdale, and Leeds paid dearly in points difference this afternoon for a lack of a recognised kicker in the side. Most blatant case of feet feeding I've seen for a while. That put firmly in the second row, but Gary Lord. Forward. One ball now. Good ball there from Maskill with him, Dixon. That's a good ball from him. Maskill will score. That's his second try of the afternoon. Lovely short ball there from her and bringing Dixon through the gap, and Maskill in support. I think Dixon could have gone himself, probably feeling the strain of it, having been out for several weeks. 71 minutes gone, Leeds are moving further ahead now. And Maloney going to kick now. That's about the 3rd or 4th kicker Leeds have tried this afternoon. Leeds crowd having something to say with the Rochdale players behind the post. And Francis Maloney should have no difficulty converting this. He's a prolific kicker in Alliance team football. And it's there. That's his first points for the club.
Substitution for Hornets, number 14 Martin Clare replacing number 11 Carl Marriott. The Leeds try scorer number 9 Colin Maskell, converted by number 14 Francis Maloney. And the Rochdale Hornets Man of the Match award, sponsored by Co-op Travel.
34, 7 tries to Leeds. And Steve Gatland getting the home side Man of the Match award, and I wouldn't argue with that. Substitute on Marriott, the one that's come off. Dixon takes that on the burst. And already the substitute Kane at the tackle. Waity. Good kick there from Markin, superb kick. I think that's not going to find touch, and that's a superb kick, and kick dead there. Under pressure from Carl Gibson by John Higgins. So it'll be a drop out under the post, and it should give Leeds a chance to attack further. Go forward. The stepper is forward, but this time he just steps into Kay. Martin Kay. Dixon. Arkin running across. Gary Lord. Good ball there to Devotee. Play inside the 25. And Leeds using the short side with David and Maskell. Maskell Kawidi both on hat-tricks and both there in support. John Bentley. Arkin. Crossfield kick. Whitfield picks up the ball. Ricochet ball there and back it up for Colin Whitfield. And Leeds drive Kay back towards his own line. O'Neill. And Cheval dropping the ball under pressure there from Colin Maskell and David Hurren. So Leeds have a chance now with head and ball at his scrum to set up a good place for the attack there, just sort of 10 yards from the Rochdale Hornets line. And Harkin feeds. Maloney, tackle, man and ball. Throws out an interception there, Maloney. Tripped by the Hornets player, so position lost. And Coach David Ward in his pre-match team talk, I heard him saying as I was outside the dressing room, don't to try any no silly passes. John Bentley, he's certainly got the legs on John Higgins and he knows it. He's saying not to make any silly mistakes and not to try the stupid passes, and that was one there from young Francis Maloney, but we'll put that down to inexperience, and here come Hornets now. Lovely ball there. The try awarded there, saying that Leeds player knocked that down, and Cheval scores a try. Well, everybody, including myself, are waiting for him to blow up there, Mr. Carter, and he decided that the ball had come off a Leeds player. The Hornets get some consolation, some 77 minutes, I think, gone. Try to Cheval. Their third try of the afternoon. Turner's goal is successful. There goes Ulter, so in fact that was later than 77 minutes. When he points to 34 then Leeds. run-out winners here. I'll just go through the scorers for you. It was Rochdale that took the goal took the lead with a penalty goal from Turner on 3 minutes, and it was 2-0. Then Leeds it back straight away with Maskell scored a try which he couldn't convert himself. It was 4-2, and then Turner had a penalty and it was 4-all. And then 6 minutes later, Rochdale took the lead. Gartland, a superb try, and Turner converted. It was 10-4. And Gibson it back 3 minutes later with a try to Leeds. Again, no goal. And then another try which Maskell converted under the post. That was 14 points to 10. Leeds never in any danger of losing after that. Rombo a try, it was 18-10. That's how it stood at half-time. And then on 15 minutes, Coady had the try, and first of his tries. No goal kick. 55 minutes, Coady again with the second try, and Maskell converted. It was 10 points to 28. And Bell had a superb try down the touchline side. No conversion from Turner this time. And Maskell scored his second try. Maloney converted. Fourth kicker that Leeds had used this afternoon. 14 points to 34. And right on the stroke of time, Cheval had a try after some indecision in the Leeds defence, waiting for the referee to blow up. Turner converted. It was 20 points to 34. Leeds 7 tries and 3 goals to Rochdale's 3 tries and 3 goals. 3 tries and 4 goals. The penalties went 8-4 to Rochdale, and the scrums went 9-7 to Leeds. So if you enjoyed this game from Spotland, it's good afternoon for me. My name is Stuart Duffy.